How are you doing, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of our Project Diablo 2 video guide series. Today I'm going to be showcasing a fire trap assassin. This is our single player version of Plugy, our test world. We have every single item in the game in, just so we can mess around and test different characters. If you want this build yourself, you can go to the Project Diablo 2 wiki, and the download links are in there. I'll also link it down in the description below. With that being said, let's jump into it. We're going to be showcasing, like I said, this fire trap assassin, the cow killer, the high rune generator, the map smasher, whatever you want to call it. This is that. So as always, we're going to jump right into some content, and we'll start off with the bread and butter of this build, which is going to be, of course, hell cows. We're running here real quick. Obviously, this character is going to be super geared towards endgame farming of maps and cows, and basically anywhere that doesn't have fire immunes. I'm going to grab Wirt's leg here, and we'll go talk to our girl over here, and we'll buy a tome, and we'll do a quick cow run just to kind of show you guys what we can do. I am going to kind of showcase different levels of gear, because obviously I've got an insane amount of gear right now, and you're not going to have that starting out. And with the new season coming up, you guys are going to probably want to know what steps to take to level up and stuff like that. But really quick here, we're just going to give you the general playstyle. It plays like any other trap assassin. I don't have a loot filter just because it is... that guy was fire immune. Just because it's single player here. And I don't pick anything up anyways, but you guys are going to get the idea. It's going to lay some traps down and then watch everything die here. Our mercenary cleans up any immunes that we have. Ithroon, don't care about that. Oop, wrong button. And we're just going to kind of steamroll through some of this stuff here. Get the chest on the way. Obviously, Hell Cows is an incredible place, and even Nightmare Cows, when you're starting out gearing out, is just an incredible place to find all kinds of items for your characters. Great place to find currency, great place to find bases for all of your items. And with drop notifications too, it's a little bit easier because you can just kind of keep on moving, and then if something drops, you can kind of go back and hit it. And we're just gonna keep on chugging along here. Everything is just melting in our path. Green war hat. What is that? Is that actually Cow Kings? It is Cow Kings. That's funny. Ironic. Keep on moving on. Almost done here. Almost got a full run done in just a minute or so. Blue amulet. Alrighty, and here's the entrance again. As you guys can see, that's all cleared. I mean, we didn't go super in depth. We could probably find a few more cows if we really looked super hard. Yeah, like here. But you guys get the general idea here. The stuff just gets absolutely smashed. Great for low-level farming. Great for finding those bases, early ladder trade items, etc., etc. Super quick, you run super fast, and this build isn't super gear dependent. You can start out very, very cheap. We'll go over that here in just a second. We're gonna head back to town and we'll jump right into that. First things first though, we're gonna start off with our skill tree, and we'll start in the trap tree, as that is our primary tree to focus on here. And starting out, we're gonna just focus on 3 main skills, and that's gonna be Fire Blast, 1 point into Wake of Fire, which is going to be our primary skill, and then we're going to finally max that. And then Wake of Inferno. Both Fire Blast and Wake of Inferno are going to be synergies. You're going to want to max all 3 of these And then you can throw 1 point into Death Sentry as well if you're going to be doing maps. That's going to be an ability used to help deal with any immunes that you have. So Death Sentry uses Corpse Explosion, does physical damage, stuff like that to kind of help out with that kind of stuff. That is optional. If you're just going to do cows, maybe skip that until you respec. So we got max, and then 1 point into Death Sentry. Martial Arts Tree, if you don't have an item that gives you Dragon Flight, you're going to want to put 1 point into Dragon Flight just for some movability. And then over in the Shadow Disciplines tree, 1 point into Claw and Dagger Mastery, just a prerequisite. You're going to max out Burst of Speed is what I did, and then every other point I dumped into Weapon Block. You can put 1 point into Fade as well if you want, probably unnecessary at this point if you're just doing cows. And you're going to be running Burst of Speed anyways, and you can't run both. So if you want, throw a point into Fade. If not, everything goes into Burst of Speed, and that's literally it. As far as the stats are concerned here, you're going to want just enough strength to wear all your items, just enough dexterity to wear all your items, and we're currently sitting at a 59% chance to block with our claw block skill. That's not too bad. And then every other point we're going to throw into vitality, nothing into energy. That puts us at about 1852 life, 1800 life. Really tanky. Our res are pretty good, could use a little bit of work, but I'll give you guys some options that would show you how to bolster those. And that's it for that. Next up, we have our gear. Now you do have a little bit of options here. I'll show you what I'm currently running versus some other options that I really liked. Starting off with the claw, we're using Fire Lizard's Talon. This is an incredible claw, gives 3 to fire skills and some attack rating. I got 2 sockets on this guy, threw 2 Shio runes in it just to give some more attack speed, and then also gives -10 fire resistance. Can't beat it. I mean, this is a incredible claw for the fire traps in. Not much is going to compete with this thing. You can use 2 of them, but in the offhand, I actually really like using the Plague Rune Word. So this specific plague was made in a 3 Wake of Inferno, 3 Wake of Fire, 3 open socketed claw, and then when you put the Plague Rune Word in it, it can roll 1 to 2 skills. Mine only rolled 1, so this is going to be a +4 Wake of Fire claw, and then this one over here is a +3 to fire skills claw. So not bad right there. We're getting a lot of skill points just in the 2 weapons alone. Now when you're starting out this build, what you want to do is you're going to want to go to Act 5, and we're going to shop Anya, and you're just going to be looking for +3 to trap claws. Those are going to be more than good enough to, you're just going to check these, and one of these will eventually say +3 to traps. That's what you're looking for. Those will be more than good enough starting out early ladder to kill cows, whether Nightmare or Hell. Fantastic options, and they're shoppable. In the helmet slot, obviously we're using a Shaco. Another really good item would be like a diadem if you got one that rolled increased attack speed on it. Faster cast rate does nothing. 2 to traps, or 2 to assassin skills, 3 to traps, whatever. All res is nice, life, strength, whatever. And then 3 sockets would be, 2 to 3 sockets would be ideal. Amulet, currently using the Rising Sun, 2 to fire skills, -12 to enemy fire res, helps out a little bit, gives you some damage absorb if you're going to do some maps. Other options, you can use a Maras. If you're just starting out, try a +3 blue trap amulet. That would be pretty easy to get, pretty dirt cheap early ladder, and we'll do the job for cows. In the chest slot, we are using a Chains of Honor currently, 2 to all skills, all res 65, and a little bit of magic find, not too bad there. Some physical damage reduction is always good as well. Very strong armor piece. You can also use, starting out, a V-Magi, basically any 1-all skill chest. V-Magi is nice because you get a little bit of resistance with it. Faster cast rate wouldn't do anything for you. You can also use stealth or any number of different items in the chest slot here. You can also use a lore for the helmet if you're just starting out as well, early ladder. Put the lore, get the 1-all skills for the helmet there. Gloves, currently using Mage Fists. 1 to fire skills isn't bad. Regen mana. Faster cast rate, once again, does nothing for us. You can also use Chances if you want the extra Magic Find. I like the Mage Fists. Boot slot, I'm using War Travs just for the Magic Find here. Like I said, you have some different options. You can use like Natalia's boots, I think would be the better option. 40% run walk, cold, and one of the res, they're dual res, cold and fire or something. Wouldn't be bad boots to just help to bolster your resistances a little bit and get those guys maxed out. Ring number 1, I'm using a Ravenfrost. You can forego this ring if you have a cannot be frozen corruption on anything else. I unfortunately do not have anything corrupted with cannot be frozen. I actually haven't corrupted a lot of the stuff here. But if you do roll anything with cannot be frozen, use a different ring. Use anything with a +1 skill point on it, because that's all that would be beneficial from this specific slot. Other ring I'm using currently is a Bolcathos. You might want a Wisp or something like that. I didn't think to grab one. I don't have one available, but Wisp and a BK or Wisp and a Soj would be ideal. For the belt, you have some options. Currently rocking the A-Rack just for the 1-all skills. You can also use like a gold wrap for the magic find, and increased attack speed would be very good as well. I don't have anything currently in the offhand. I just have another weapon set that I was testing with. So tested with a Hodo and a Lidless. The problem is this gives 5 all skills total, 2 doll skills here and then 3 doll skills here. You do get a little bit more resistance going this way, but you're going from 5 all skills to this gives 4 + 3, so you got 7 here. So whatever you want. This setup is probably gonna be a little bit cheaper than getting a Fire Lizards with 2 sockets and a Plague, but that's just another option for you as well. Down in the inventory, obviously we're gonna rock all trap charms, just using 7 faster run walks. Planes are just fine. You're already gonna be way over cap on faster run walk anyway, so this is gonna be wasted money if you buy these. Just go with the planes, they're more than good enough. Assassin Torch, Assassin Annie, well, General Annie. And then I just got some random lifer with some res charms. You can use that, or you can use magic find charms, whatever. And that's basically it. I'll get rid of that at the moment. These were some other kind of weapons that I was just testing with. I threw 5/5 fire die facets in all 3 sockets of both of these, and then these are +3 to Wake of Fire. It's hard to compete with the Fire Lizards with the 10 built in and 3 to all skills. I mean, they're similar, but it's just hard to beat. You get so many more benefits of using this, like the attack speed. Hard to justify spending this much currency, so 3 5/5 die facets in these for, I think in my opinion a little bit less damage. So something to test out, not great in the long run there. I do got this map here. This map is a T1. It does have 5% fire absorb on it, so that's going to suck a little bit. We'll hop in there and I'll just kind of show you guys what we're looking at. Oh, almost forgot the mercenary. Currently using the Infinity. Infinity is always nice to break any, help break immunities and stuff like that. It's also just a great weapon for them to use with up to 844 damage and prevent monster heal as well. So that's always nice. In the helmet, rocking a steel skull. It's not slammed or socketed. Gladiator's Bane Wire Fleece in the chest slot. Just a great physical damage, magic damage reduction armor. Currently using Drax for the 10% stolen per hit and the increased attack speed. String of Ears, and then Goblin Toe on the boots. Let's pop this really quick. We'll hop in here really fast. Recast our burst of speed, and once again, it's gonna be the same general strategy here. We're gonna just bypass most of the fire immunes. I would do a different map, but this is the only one I have at the moment. And we're just gonna pop these guys down. If we do find a boss, we can use the Wake of Inferno. It does a little bit more single target damage. Wake of Fire is gonna be more of your general content killing guy here. You guys get the idea. We're just gonna kind of fly through this stuff. We're gonna be looking up in the top left hand corner here for any drop notifications that drop. And as you guys can see, everything just absolutely melts in here. Once again, we are super geared, so it's not entirely unexpected. We can have up to 5 traps down at one time. And like I said, we can also be using our, if we do run into any fire, we can throw down the death traps here, and it's going to use corpse explosion to try to take those guys out. I don't know if it's super necessary. I just usually run past the fire immunes. As you can see, this guy's just got absolutely destroyed. Tons of drops here. Just running around trying to avoid getting hit. I like to try to spread my traps out a little bit just to make sure we're hitting the maximum area. Make sure they're not all casting at one single monster. Yeah, right, and we are just keep on going. Just running in circles. We do want to keep an eye on our burst of speed. Just make sure that that stays up at all times. You'll definitely notice when it falls off because you're going to be casting a lot slower and moving a lot slower. But everything just gets absolutely destroyed with this class. It's so fun to use. It's quick. It's efficient. And it doesn't really change much from vanilla. You just got some different itemization, but all the skill points are mostly going to be the same. And like I said, just incredible for early game farming. Obviously, you're not going to be going through stuff this fast on early game, but it is going to get you into maps, especially if you have a party. This guy, we can probably use the other one. Oh, never mind, he died. Mercenary took care of him. Making our way downtown. Amp damage. Plague helps take care of that with the cleansing aura, which is super nice as well. Just absolutely crushing everything here. Keep getting those traps down. See if we can find the boss here. Flawless rubies. Got a big chunk of pack up here. Big chunky pack. Got absolutely destroyed. Move up this way over yonder. You can grab the boss. Is the boss right here? Here's the boss right here. Clear this out a little bit and then we'll push up towards him. There we go. Drop all of our traps right here at the door. Keep on pushing up. Try to avoid getting hit as much as possible here. Once the boss BOs, these guys get real tanky here. And there our mercenary goes. Kite him backwards a little bit. Alright, they're gone. I'll take out the rest of those guys. Gotta focus on the boss up here. Lost my tank now. There we go. You guys can see we're putting that block chance to work here. Alright, let's go grab a mercenary again, just because I let him die. See if we can break some of these immunes. Throw that back on. There we go, that helps out. Much better. This is kind of the only tricky part here, just because of all the fire immunes and how tanky he is. There we go, starting to get some focus on him. Make sure we keep those traps laid. We can get this guy dead so we can stop rezzing. You guys can see he really gets shredded by those other traps, the Wake of Inferno traps. Got a bassinet. Alright, there we go. So the boss is a little tricky. Once again, not a whole lot of single target DPS. With the focus not being in Wake of Inferno. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, we melted the whole map. The boss isn't the concerning part, really. That's basically it for this video, guys. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section down below. Make sure to hit the like button if you liked this video, if it helped you out at all. That's basically it. I do respond to all comments, so if you, like I said, if you had any, please leave them. Hit that subscribe button. That's all I got for you today, guys. See ya.
If I don't fuck with it or you, then I just cannot stay. Got people who never saw me know my name. Satisfied just to work for stay the same. In my world, I be on that silent hill, yeah, yeah. Born into the fog, truly do this shit for real, yeah, yeah.